this could in fact be a perfect day for MarineKing. If he takes this match, he will be 3-0 in the group, basically guaranteeing him a spot in CODES. Not necessarily, but basically, it's going to put him way, way ahead of anyone else so far. MMA will also fall down 0-3, as you mentioned beforehand. If he loses this match, he will be out.
Even if he wins the match, it will be very, very hard for him to advance. He has to hope for the perfect results. He has to hope for MarineKing taking it with 4-0. There's just so much going on right now. And for the Slayers team, this is not a good situation. So this is going to be pretty tricky.
You can see MarineKing's up and down history, beating Lenok 2-0, staying in CODES, and beating MMA 2-1. Which allowed him to stay in CODES in 2011's May up and down match with our old format. In July, he fell down to Code A, but in August, he actually advanced to 2 wins in the tiebreaker. That was actually the craziest thing that ever happened to me. Like, basically, that was like a group where he went 1-3, if I remember correctly, then he got 1 more win, and then a bunch of other people lost in a specific order that allowed him to go into the tiebreaker, and then he won the tiebreaker. That was a crazy day, I remember.
This is going to be crazy today unless we have MMA down in 2 games, and he just won Iron Squid and now he is suddenly 0-2 in this group. This just shows how, well, this is the toughest league in the entire world. This is the highest level of play that you can actually see in StarCraft 2, and it shows. MarineKing and MMA are 2 players that are able to rock foreign tournaments, and they are in the up and downs, and only, well, they could actually potentially both advance to CODES, but still, at this point, it's kind of unlikely that MMA is going to pull it off. He has to really bring his A game now if he wants to advance. It's not impossible, but he really has to step it up a notch.
Yeah, he does, man. This match is so important for him. He is on the edge. He's on his last life here. Can he take out the King of Marines on Atlantis Space Bear? We'll find out here at the GSL Up and Downs with Caldor and Wolf.
It is our first Terran versus Terran today, and we have to the top right of the map of Atlantis Spaceship, there it is, MKPAK.
MarineKing Prime.
MarineKing Prime. Winning both his games, he won against Boom Boom Prime, and he was also able to take a map of Killer, so he's on 2-0. His opponent, starting for the Slayers team, to the top left, Stella is watching. He is the Terran.
Slayers MMA.
And we have gas first, guys. Gas first for MarineKing on Atlantis Spaceship. And here's MMA. He really has to focus on this game. If he loses this match, he will be out of Code S. He will be in Code A. And oh, look at this.
Yep, he's proxying. He's gone gas first as well. And MMA could be in
he's going for the command center first, Wolf. And
when
Sella,
these 2 builds collide, man. Oh, Sella actually just put his hands in
front of his eyes. He's hands in his face, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
He basically just face palmed over there. He's actually standing on the sidelines, really rooting on MMA here. And
Sella is probably having the saddest face right now that I have ever seen in my entire life.
I've never seen Sella this unhappy before. I talked to Sella after the match, saying like, what do you think? Why did he 2-rax? And he said, well, you know, the 2-rax was really good. I just don't know why he sent his Marines up the ramp. And I was like, I know, why didn't he stay in the bunker? And he looked at me and he shook his head and he said, hey, I just don't know.
It's not only the up this ramp, why not the command center on the high ground? Why not another barracks in his main base? Why getting so greedy when you're already ahead?
Well, we've seen the super fast reactor build from Slayer's Ganji actually several times. This build can just kill people. Oh man, he is double gassing right away too. No scout, as you mentioned, and when the first 2 Hellions come out, he's going to do some damage. If he waits for 4, he will just insta-win. Even if he gets a bunker up, he's not going to have hardly any Marines in there.
What can MMA at this point do? If he spots it, if he scouts it, if he can see anything, he can just try to lift the command center, fly it in his main base, try to defend the ramp, reposition his barracks, and now this is just...
what will he do, man? Will he wait for 4 or will he go with 2? That is the big question right now. He's going to potentially follow this up with Banshee play as well, and there's the starport going down. This is exactly how this is done. He's going to use the barracks to make the tech lab for the starport.
Actually, he's going into the main base and building Marines in the main.
I don't know. I really don't like that, actually. That's, like, so risky if he gets scouted. His opponent will be able to prepare.
Wow.
Oh, he's making a reactor on the barracks, so he will have no answer for these Hellions. He only has 1 Marine, and here come the Hellions now. He's rallying 2 additional ones out behind this. The first Marine will fall, and MMA will likely fall with him.
God. He has nothing. Only SCVs. Guys, if you didn't know, SCVs are not good against Hellions.
Yeah, they are not good.
He doesn't have anything.
No,
there is not a single unit out. He has not a single unit. 19 SCVs.
MMA
That's
losing
all
all of his mining
got
here as well with these SCVs, and now there are 4 Hellions against purely SCVs. He's trying to reactor out his own Hellions. GG! MMA falls down to Code A, and MarineKing takes a quick 3-0 in this group. And we have seen all-ins back-to-back today, man.
Unbelievable.
Gerard comes out with a smile on his face.
MMA is out of Code S. He's in Code A right now with 0-3 in his group. I'm speechless here.
There's a shot of Slayer's Cellar there. Not the results I expected to see quite like this, but
I didn't expect this at all.
I don't think most people expected him to be at least 0-3 this soon. I mean,
it is a tough group. I thought he might. I thought I thought MarineKing and MMA would advance. There was also always a possibility that he would not be able to make it, but not in this way.
Right.
Not with a 0-3. I expected him to be tied with someone, maybe lose. I don't know, but 0-3 MMA. I'm speechless. I would never have expected him to lose every single game right from the start and drop out as the first player.
Yeah, I did not expect him to drop out as the first player either.
And MarineKing, he's 3-0 now. He is 3-0. There's always the scenario that he could not advance because of some kind of weird tie situation that is still... I'm actually not sure if it's 100% possible, but I think it could happen with some weird games and him losing a lot right now. But it's highly unlikely. He is in a brilliant position.
It's definitely, yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough for him to lose. And his opponent, or, you know, someone he's going to face later on is going to be Hart, who's also up 2-0 right now. He's playing against Boom Boom. His score is 1-1. If Hart wins this, he's going to be looking like, it's going to look pretty convincing that Hart and MarineKing will get out of this group.
This is actually going to be crazy right now, because if Boom Boom takes this now, and he showed amazing games against both current players that he faced so far, he will suddenly be 2-1 and basically on the same score as Hart, but he will have the advantage because he was able to beat Hart. So even if we have a tie situation between the two of them later on, he will be the favorite player. The only match that Boom Boom lost so far was against MarineKing, and MarineKing is nearly guaranteed to be in
He's not
already.
going to tie with Boom Boom, man. That's not going to happen.
Exactly.
We are going to go into our match on Antigua Shipyard right now. Boom Boom against Hart, a very crucial map for both of these players. If Hart takes this one, he'll likely be in Code S. This is the GSL up and downs with Calder and Wolf.